will of God. He makes that known to my heart, and I express it to him in prayer. We don't always understand the difficulties that we are going through, yet there is always that understood relationship that we have with God. That even though we don't understand, Lord, your particular working in my life at this moment, you just keep on working, Lord. Your will be done in my life. That's supreme. That's paramount. So I hope that has helped you a little bit here. And so we are getting ready to go into the next section. All we'll get to do is just kind of introduce this, and then we'll hopefully finish up next week. This is called the prayers of the Pharisees and the publican. Now, when we read this parable, just like, what was my first word in the heading? What's the first word there? Prayers. So we kind of think, well, God is teaching prayer here. Well, I wrote this little so I could get it straight here. Jesus had just asked the question, would he find faith on earth when he returned? Now, this parable actually has two main points. First of all, the proper way to pray. That is important. But the second point that you find here, that one is justified by faith, not by works. We don't really think of that. So we're going to see how that Jesus brings that out in this parable. This parable is rich with truth about the doctrine of justification by faith. It illustrates perfectly how a sinner who is utterly devoid of personal righteousness may be declared righteous before God instantaneously through an act of repentant faith. Remember, he just asked, will I find faith? In other words, will I find elect people? Will I find saints when I come back? And the only way you're going to do that is finding saints who have been justified by their faith, not their works. And so this parable, we don't really think of that much, but it's really bringing out two truths here as we look at this. Well, I think I'm going to read some prayer letters and do some things here. So that was just the introduction. As Paul Harvey said, the rest of the story I'll tell you later. Just a reminder, if you want, the trivia night is March 26th.